If I can smell my kitty, can others smell it too? Sometimes it's dark on the inside, sometimes it's dark on the outside. I mean... Hey guys, it's Lisette here. You guys have been asking for me to do more girl talks, and so that's what today's video is gonna be. I asked you guys on my Instagram to leave me questions, like your TMI personal questions. So with all that being said, let's get started. What should I do if I want to lose my virginity so bad, but I'm scared I'll regret it? Your first time you can't exactly redo, so if you're feeling like you might regret it, then I feel like you're not really ready. If there's even just the teeniest, tiniest bit of doubt in your mind about either the person or the timing, then sometimes it's just better to wait to regret something that you can't necessarily take back. How do I shave my down there without getting razor bumps? Honestly, truthfully, seriously, the only solution that I've found to razor bumps downstairs has been laser hair removal. Does a musty smell down there indicate that something's wrong, or is it just a sweat smell? I feel like that's a huge source of a lot of the odor that we're associating like with downstairs is with sweat. If you get nervous or if your heart races, like the body sweats. The underarm sweats, the hands, the feet can sweat, but also downstairs sweats too, like in between your legs. And it's BO, like the underarms don't smell good, downstairs is definitely not gonna be smelling good. The best thing for that is just letting it get some air, letting it breathe, wearing cotton underwear just so that it can dry if it were to get wet, and maybe just keeping like some body spray with you just so you can freshen up the area. Is it normal to have one boob bigger than the other? Yep, a lot of people do. There's so many different types and styles and shapes and everything of boobs. But yeah, it's super common for people to have one boob that's bigger than the other. Does body count matter? Everybody is different. I feel like there's like this big stigma about body count, especially when it comes to women, because for guys, it's just like cool or normal. I have met guys that are like, I've talked to like 90 girls. But if that's what you want to do, who am I to judge you, you know? In life, you just gotta do whatever makes you happy, and honestly, do you, because at the end of the day, you're stuck with you. Whenever I shave my behind, I get a rash. Any advice? I wonder if you mean like the outside or like the inside. Personally, I always gravitate towards sensitive stuff because I know that my skin is super sensitive. Every time I use products with like a lot of fragrance, I most likely break out. So especially when it comes to a razor, I always try to get sensitive shaving cream, and I also get the sensitive razor head, like the attachment. I would try using sensitive products, and I would also try, if you're shaving a lot, also try shaving less. Sometimes like the body just needs to heal, and if you're doing too much, that can break you out too. How was your first experience at the gynecologist? Pap smear, pain, uncomfortable? I was really scared for my first pap smear. Like really scared. I just am afraid of things going in there and opening up things and spreading things. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I'm not gonna lie and say that it was a cakewalk, because it was extremely uncomfortable. It hurt, period. They're like, oh, relax. It's like, no, I can't relax. You're putting a metal thingy inside me and spreading things open, and you're wanting me to relax. Like, I am not relaxed. But on the bright side, it was super fast. On a scale of 0 to 10, I would probably give it like a 5. If I can smell my kitty, can others smell it too? Probably. The hookup culture and finding a boyfriend through that, is that the right way to go about it? Yeah, hookup culture seems to be like the thing now. Just because that's what everybody's doing doesn't mean that you have to follow along with what everybody else is doing. It's really about how you want to approach your own relationship. And honestly, I feel like hooking up too soon could also potentially be a turnoff for guys. A lot of guys are into like the chase. So I feel like being hard to get initially could also help you too. Do you ever feel self-conscious about smelling down there during sexual activities? I mean, I have like my whole routine that I do, you know, the baby wipe and you sneak away to the bathroom type thing. So I feel like if you're doing good prep, then you shouldn't be concerned. At the end of the day, there is a smell to the cookie. It's not gonna smell like actual cookies. What direction to shave the kitty? If you're wanting that really close shave where it's like super smooth, which could result in ingrowns, then go against the grain. The only way that I've found that limits the amount of ingrowns that I get is if I go towards the grain. Let's say this is the hair and it's like going down, like you shave down with the hair. So this way it doesn't get super, super close, but you also limit the ingrown. So it's kind of like you have to pick and choose. Is it normal that you lose like something white down there? Yup. It's kind of just like the body's way of cleansing itself from the inside out. Best birth control for starting out and whether the implant is a better alternative. I personally take the pill. I take it every day. If you're a person that is forgetful and you know that you're not going to take it, then maybe the implant would be better. I just wouldn't go that route, but it works for a lot of women. But you really have to be careful with any birth control that you choose. Is it normal for your period to be inconsistent even after 3 to 4 years? A lot of the time girls get on birth control not just for like prevention, but also because they want to regulate their periods. And for me, that was something that I wanted to do. So birth control just makes sure that you're actually being consistent, but you really want to do your research on what's best for you. I saw this TikTok about this girl who had, I believe, an IUD and it caused her to go blind. So apparently that's a thing. I still struggle putting in a tampon even though I'm not a virgin. Help, please. It's really about just like getting comfortable in the bathroom and just letting your body relax. If this is something that makes you nervous, like that can tense up your body and just make everything a lot more uncomfortable. Just try to be as comfortable as possible and try to go slow. You don't want to just put it up there. Best option to remove nipple hairs. I just shave mine because it's just easy and it's quick. I couldn't imagine waxing your nipple hairs. Like that just sounds very painful and that's just not something that I would ever want to try. My kitty is fair from the outside, but the inside lips are darker than my natural tone. Why? Sometimes it's dark on the inside, sometimes it's dark on the outside, sometimes it's pink on the inside, sometimes it's all one color, sometimes it's not. We're all different. Like it depends on your ethnicity too. If you have like some melanin, then typically it might be a little bit darker down there, but it's literally normal and that's just how it is. How do you tell a guy that he's hurting you during sex? It's either one of two things. You're not properly warmed up and they're just kind of going into it and it's like, you're not really feeling it. We're not microwaves where it's super quick and then it's done. And number two, you're not really enjoying the experience. You're either in your head or just physically it's just not feeling right. And that is just a recipe for things to be dry downstairs. And if it's dry, then that means it's gonna hurt. I would tell him like to maybe, you know, try this or try that, you know, try to make it cute. What to do when a guy clearly likes you and you like him, but says he isn't ready for a relationship. I have learned the hard way, the very, very, very hard way that if a guy is not ready for a relationship, you have to move on. If they were ready for a relationship and they felt like you were the right person and they were ready for you, they're going to be ready for you. If they're not ready for you, then it's really just not meant to be. You can't just wait around for people to be ready for you. Like, we don't have time for that. We're too cute for that. We're moving on and we're upgrading. Is it normal for girls to grow hair on their lower belly? Because I've noticed hair growth there. Razor, swipe, swipe, and you're good. What is your go-to pimple removing remedy? I just got those pimple patches that are like going all over TikTok right now. Those like band-aids or whatever that you put on top of the pimples, they make actual pimple patches. And so I've been using those. You put like a little bit of spot treatment and then you put that on top of it and it just like seals in the treatment and it keeps it protected. And what I love is that like it just keeps it sanitary and it just helps to like suck everything out. What does your first time feel like? Super scared and worried that it's gonna hurt. It kind of feels like, I'm not gonna say that it feels bad, but it's not necessarily gonna feel good. It's something that's never happened before and your body has to adjust to it. What does it mean when you bleed a little when a dude fingers you? He putting it in way too fast. Your body's just not warmed up. You're not warmed up, you're not ready. And if someone's putting something in a place where it's just dry, it's gonna be uncomfortable and it potentially can be bloody. Is it okay to fake an orgasm during sex? That's only to like boost their ego, but like honestly, if it's not getting you to that point, then if you're being fake about it, then you're just telling them that what they're doing is actually working when in reality it's not working and you're having to be fake about it. Your opinion on having sex on the first night. If you want to do that, then go for it, but just know there is a potential that this person is solely looking for a hookup. Should size matter in a sexual relationship? If you know how to dance, then we're gonna tango, you feel me? But if you have 2 left feet, then we're not dancing. My boyfriend wants to marry me, but he cheated on me a while back and I still think about it. What would you do? If I'm cheated on, I am never, ever getting over that. I will never mentally be able to see you and actually get past that. So you're gone. I could not do that. That is my 100% limit right there. What age do you think it's appropriate to have your first kiss? I would say like at least middle school age. I was 13 and that was like peck, but it wasn't like my first real official kiss, like making out with somebody. I feel like I am not in love with my boyfriend. I love him, but I don't feel like that fire anymore. Is that normal? I read something online before that was talking about love, and it was talking about how initially when you're first in love, you have like the honeymoon phase and you're basically like obsessed with each other. But actual love is a decision to continue to love that person. Those like really super happy feelings don't always last. And over time, looks fade. So you make a decision to love that person. Is it bad keeping how many people you have slept with a secret from your partner? It depends. If they're asking you specifically a question and you're like avoiding the answer for whatever reason, then I mean, I don't know, I feel like maybe you could just be honest about it. If that's something that you don't want to disclose and this is somebody that you're in a relationship with, do you just not feel comfortable? Do you feel like they're gonna judge you? You should be able to talk to your partner about things and things about your life, and you should feel comfortable to talk to them, to withhold that information, because to me, it's just not really a big deal. Like, okay, if you hooked up with 5 people or you hooked up with 25 people, I mean, it's literally your life. So if they have a problem with that or they're gonna judge you with that, then I think that that would be something that you would want to know. How to not need male validation. If you're comfortable in who you are and you're confident in what you look like, you're not gonna be seeking male validation because you wanna be cute for yourself. It's not about being cute for a guy. It's not about being cute for them. It's about being cute for me. I wanna be cute for me. I wanna look good. I'm feeling good today. I like my hair. I like my makeup. I like my outfit. I'm feeling confident. It's those little things that help build your self-esteem and make you feel good about yourself that can help just overall make you more confident. Is it normal that you are so perfect? Nobody's perfect. Like, I'm currently wearing full face glam right now. I got pimples here, 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 and here that you can't see. And, you know, I'm definitely not perfect at all. And I feel like a lot of people see things on social media that they just think are reality, but Facetune's a thing, Photoshop's a thing, and, you know, people only show you what you want to see, so. Alrighty guys, so those are all the questions that I'm gonna answer in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this girl talk, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.